I was at Columbia, and I was getting, I was an amazing amount of money. They called me to do Pal Joey. I was only 24, 25 years old. And I went out there to write it. And Sinatra was ill, so they shelved it, and then they wanted me to do a Betty Davis, Apple Annie, some crazy comedy. But anyway, they gave me $1,000 a week for the 8 weeks that I was there. And, you know, and I was at Columbia Pictures. I had an office, and I was getting $1,000 a week. And next to me was this wonderful guy called Alfred Hayes, who had written a beautiful book called The Girl on the Via Flaminia. And he was from Brooklyn. He was my pal, and we went out to lunch. One day we came back, and we couldn't find his name in the door. And we all looked, and his name wasn't there. So we looked on the floor, we looked all over, and he called downstairs, and he says, "My name is," and they said, "Oh, yeah, Mr. Hayes, you know, we've decided that we need the office, and thank you for your," that's the way they fired us. I said, "That's the way they get rid of you? They just say we need your office?" So Alfred Hayes was, you know, dismissed, and I couldn't sleep that night. I got up real early. I never get up early. I got up early that day. I went in with the janitors at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I went to the third floor. It's true. I took out every name on the third floor. And I brought them to the first floor. I took out every name on the first floor, brought it to the second floor. I took out every name on the second floor. I just changed every name in Columbia Pictures. There must have been easily about 200 names. I just changed all the names. And I'm sitting in my office, you know, at least, all right, I felt good. And then Jerry Wald knocked on the door. He came in, he said, "Mel, you were seen." That's all. That's all. You were seen, okay. He says, "You know, Mr. Cohn wants a Harry Cohn." The incredible Harry Cohn wants. I went up to Harry Cohn's office. He had a red carpet. I was on the red carpet, Harry Cohn. And they said, and Freddie Colmar said, "He's really talented. He's really funny. He's gifted. Harry, we can make money with this guy. Don't fire him. Please don't fire him." And Harry said, "I don't want to fire him. I don't want to fire him. I want to fucking kill him. I want him killed. I want him dead." And he knew people. He knew people who could do it. I was scared, and finally I went back to the show of shows. I was happy, you know. That was but Jerry Wald and Freddie Colmar both said, "If you could get Sid Caesar, we'll make him a very special 2-picture-a-year deal." And, you know, and that's why I went to Sid with this. I said, it's not just, we're just not going out there looking for a job, you know. You're a star, and, you know, and we're gonna you know, concretize it on the big screen, you know. But you know the story. That's what it was terrible.
Now, how did Sid handle his stardom in New York in public? Did people come up to him?
He was shy.
He was shy.
He was shy. He was very. He was not a public personality. He was not a glad-hander. He never went to the Friars Club. It took him a long time to, you know, to even mingle. He didn't. You know, I said, "What did you do?" I used to ask him, What did you do on Sunday? You know, Saturday night was the show. He'd say, "I was in the shower," and believe it or not, maybe his daughter can tell you, he was in the shower for 3 or 4 hours, just letting the warm water, you know, run on him. I mean, it cost him an awful lot. You know, that's just the money, just the water.
That the water bills alone.
To wipe him out, you know. Yeah. Poor, you know.
So was it more about the work than the adoration? It was just the work with
I think he wasn't comfortable. Listen, I'm going to say something crazy. Sid Caesar was never comfortable with life. Life was very hard for Sid. But he was very, very happy to be those characters and be in that play mode. He was just, it was like a kid romping through the meadow. He was so happy. Yeah, I mean, Carl will tell you, he was just so energized when they would be, even in rehearsal, he was so happy.